What's going on, guys? My name's Chris.
I'm Grace.
And in this video, we're going to be talking about one of our new favorite things to do in Panajachel, which is visiting the Atitlán Nature Reserve.
Yeah, so we're the roaming Rosses. Mango, our 1-year-old golden retriever, also traveled to Guatemala with us. But we are slow traveling right now in Guatemala, currently staying in San Pedro. But on this day, we were headed to Panajachel.
Yeah, which is just a quick launcher ride away. So we jumped in a tuk-tuk, headed to the dock, made our way down, grabbed a ticket from the guys there. Super easy to do to get around Lake Atitlán. All you have to do is pretty much arrive to the dock, and the guys who are there, the captains and all of just the boat crew in general, are going to be asking you, Panajachel, San Marcos, where are you going? And so you'll be able to just tell them where you need to go. They'll point you in the right direction. Super
and there's like
easy.
A little station where they give you a ticket if you want to buy a return trip as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So you can get it all at one price, one time. You hang on to the ticket though, and then you'll give it back after you've done your ride.
Yeah. In this instance, from San Pedro to Panajachel, for one person, one way is 25 Q.
Yeah.
So we were able to get 2 people there and back for 100 Q, which is like $12, $13-ish.
Yeah.
So, and it's a 40-minute ride.
It's a good ride.
It's a good bit, and it's got some beautiful houses along the way. Sometimes
it's really
you're
beautiful.
Blessed with some beautiful views.
You can see some volcanoes from the lake, and anyway, so
it's a
really good time, really good ride. We love launches. Little tip though, sit in the back.
Yeah, for sure. So we got to Pana, arrived, and jumped in another tuk-tuk.
Yeah.
But
the nature reserve was I think like 1.5 miles away.
Yeah, we were able to jump in a tuk-tuk and go on a really pretty ride right outside of the city center of Pana. Like you said, it's like 5-6 minute
It's really,
it
can't
away.
be that far.
There's some beautiful hotels back there, some beautiful guest houses. Definitely, I don't know any names.
No,
I don't know.
But it's very pretty.
It's very pretty back there. I mean, palm trees, super colorful buildings.
So we get to the nature reserve, the tuk-tuk drops us off right at the entrance, and already it just feels like this little oasis of nature.
Just straight jungle.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's super
they have bamboo on one side and coconuts and bananas on the other, and it's just really cool. And you walk through, and there's a desk where you get your little bracelet for the admission that you're paying for. So there's 3 or 4 different options when you get to the desk on what you want to buy. You can buy just the access to the nature reserve, which includes the butterfly house, the trails, the bridges, the waterfalls.
The hanging bridges and all that. But, or you could buy the bicycle cables.
Yeah.
Which is what we did.
Yeah.
And then you can have another package that is the extreme
cable.
The extreme cables. And then the last tier, the highest tiered package is the ultra extreme. And so that package includes the extreme, the more extreme
zip lining, I think.
Yeah, we only did the bicycle cable, so we don't know how extreme the zip lining was, but we did get a few drone shots of them, and so they seemed really cool and had a super clear day, so you could just see everything just perfect.
And they looked like they were having a blast. I mean, you could hear them go above you, just woo!
Yeah, it's super funny.
It was really, so I'm sure they had a great time.
They looked like it had fun.
Yeah. So we actually were told at the desk when we bought our bracelets, and we had to sign little waivers and stuff.
Acknowledge all the safety.
Yeah, all the safety rules. So we signed our little waivers, and then they're like, okay, go straight there. And we're like, okay. And there's signs, so you can figure out where you're going, and there's maps, and but we're just wandering, of course, and we get distracted by
a monkey.
Monkeys.
Yeah, we get distracted by monkeys that was climbing in the trees.
So all of a sudden we walk up, and there's just a monkey above us, and then we find out that there's a little platform where you can view the monkeys. And so we go up there, and then
the guys who were doing the bicycle cables chased us down.
Yeah, they're like, you're supposed to be up
Carlos, I believe, Carlos and Esmond.
Yeah.
And they're like, or Chris and Grace. To everyone here, they all think Chris and Chris.
It's very difficult for them to.
Yeah, but everything in Spanish is difficult for us to say.
Yeah, exactly, right. But
so Carlos and Esmond grabbed us. Sorry, we got distracted by the monkeys. All right, so follow us. We need to get to the bicycle cables right now. And started heading up the mountain a little bit towards where you start getting strapped in for the bicycle cables. It's not like a zip line.
No, I'll be honest. I don't mind zip lining because I feel like it's ripping off a Band-Aid, right? You just zoom and you get there. But the bicycles were a conscious effort, but we got strapped in, and I wasn't really familiar with the mechanics of everything.
Yeah, you got hooked up first.
Yeah, trying to mount the bike almost took it like
I
on.
don't
You don't remember that?
No.
I had to like catch myself because the bike was
I remember at the end when you
not
let it
locked
go
in.
and it
Yeah.
just the bicycle started going and we had to like grab it. So.
Yeah.
Then I got hooked up.
Yeah.
So they kind of just pointed at the safety board, like the instructions,
right.
like here,
Read
just
this.
read this. But they probably gave us plenty of time to read.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to bash them. I
No.
just thought it was funny. They're just like,
They were really kind.
we had a great time. Yeah. And they were very like, I mean, they took their job seriously.
Yes,
We're
they
not
did.
trying to, paint them any type
Yeah.
of way. We just thought it was just funny. Like, read the
These
sign.
are your rules. Do you agree? Yes,
Yeah.
we agree.
Exactly. So we were ready to start pedaling. It wasn't really necessarily like a downhill slope
No,
the
it
entire
was pretty
way.
straight on.
So you had to like cycle
You did.
after a while
Yeah.
and make it to the other side.
Well, and you're strapped up from the back.
Right.
So you're kind of sitting up. It gives you this like very just jarring feeling to be like slow traveling on this very
I
thin
know.
line.
And you're pedaling. You're just like, you
Yeah.
have to pedal the whole way because you'll start at kind of like an incline and go down
Yeah.
and then you'll level out. And then you have to pedal up because on the other side to go back, you'll have another little decline to get some momentum.
Yeah, because it has a little dip.
And so, yeah, you were not having it.
He's like, look, get your phone out, like, let's get a shot. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't let go of my bike
And
right
then you
now.
were
I was
like,
like shaking. I
Shaking.
couldn't.
I was like, here, just hand it to me.
And I was like, no.
Sorry, I didn't realize it was that bad because you're normally super cool at heights.
Yeah,
Like we're
I
in
am.
Egypt, like hot air balloons.
Yeah.
So we're like going on these crazy hikes with these, drop offs. And you're fine. And then
I think it was just literally slowing down the momentum. It's like, again, like walking a tightrope, right? That's kind of what you're doing. You're being like very slow.
Yeah.
So I think it was the pace that got me.
Interesting.
But I got over it, obviously. We had to turn around.
We had to make our way back.
So I thought it was just going to be like a
Nope.
one zip, and then no, it's not even a zip, it's a pedal. But they had to turn like pick the bikes up and put them back on the line.
Right. Yeah, that was pretty crazy to see. I mean, it's obviously engineered in a way very smartly, very safely,
Yeah.
but they were able to just kind of like 180 these super quickly. And we're just kind of watching,
Yeah,
like,
we're just like,
okay,
oh,
I
okay.
guess that's safe.
Yeah.
Then we'll just put back in and start pedaling on again.
It was so fun.
And
though.
Carlos, he was just kind of like going crazy.
Oh, he's so comfortable on this thing, like a pro.
I know.
Like an absolute pro. But
Well,
we had so much fun.
They probably do it every day, right?
Yeah.
So that was super fun. We had a great time with Carlos and Esmond. Said thank you to them, kind of told them about what we're doing, what we're trying to do here in Guatemala is showcase the local businesses around the Lake Atitlán, the different like activities to do and all of the amazing things. There's so much to do around here. So but we're trying to tell them and like, hey, this is going to be like your own little video.
Yeah, you're going to be on YouTube.
I know, they're loving it. Like, okay, let's go. And pedaling and having a great
Such a good time.
So then after that, we started making our way to the waterfall.
Yeah, so they told us, they're like, hey, just a little farther up, if you keep going up the trail, there's the waterfall up here. And we're like, oh, amazing.
Right.
Of course we're going to go. And so we kept going up, and it was a proper waterfall.
It was.
It really was. And it wasn't even that far. It was like maybe half a mile and another bridge.
I don't even think that far.
It
It
was-
was just a few more hanging bridges later.
Yeah.
And we got there, and it was, I mean, we're in the beginning of rainy season, but it was still like beautiful, pretty tall waterfall. Was able to get the drone out, get a couple shots of the waterfall and of us. And shout out other family that was there.
Oh, yeah.
That we saw her waving.
Don't know how to tag you in this, but thanks for coming.
And so we hung out there around the waterfall. That was just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, there's just so much biodiversity here in Guatemala. I mean, this is 5-6 minutes outside of Panajachel, which is a proper little town, and you are getting
monkeys, butterflies, banana trees, coconuts, papayas growing everywhere. Like it's just, you really do feel like you're immersed.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then we started heading to the butterfly exhibit.
Yeah, it was just on the way back down. Again, there's tons of signs everywhere.
Yeah.
So it was really not that difficult.
It's just like a little hiking loop. You walk up to the bicycling cables, you walk around to the waterfall, and then on the way back down is the butterfly exhibit, the butterfly house.
It's absolutely so cute in there.
Yeah.
So you come up, and then there's this like beautiful little garden trail, and then you walk through, and there's these doors that have little butterfly handles, and it's just adorable. And you walk through, and then there's another door that you walk in, and then it's just this beautiful greenhouse with these gorgeous bricks and this
like the aqueduct that was pouring water through, and all of the beautiful like
there's
butterflies,
just vines growing everywhere,
bushes and flowers, and just butterflies just going everywhere, thousands upon thousands.
I mean, it's probably really hard to tell over the camera because they're just so small, but there's so many of them, and a lot of them had the beautiful blue backs.
Or just camouflage. So natural camouflage, it's hard to see them all, but like in person, you can just see like the details and the intricacies of like, and also the just sheer amount of butterflies that were there.
They were on the ground. Like you had to be careful where you watch because like, careful, there's butterflies on the ground.
There's that sign saying like, don't touch, please don't touch the butterflies, and leave them be. And there's just, you had to, kind of be aware of your surroundings because there were so many.
I actually one landed on me. I was chosen.
You were chosen right on the lower back,
if you will, by a butterfly. Oh my gosh, that's where I should get it tricked. I knew it. So once we finished up in the butterfly house, we walked back out those doors, and there was another kind of like educational side of the butterfly house. So you can see there you have displays of live caterpillars who have like made cocoons, and you can see just the stages of life that
when mommy butterfly and the daddy butterfly. No, it's super cool to see just the different stages of like cocoons and the caterpillars, and like from larvae to not finished product. They're not
finished product,
but like
to butterfly,
to fully grown butterfly that are then would get released into probably either the exhibit or back into the nature. I don't know. We didn't read too many of the plaques.
They were in Spanish, so
I think there was quite a bit in English as well. But
it was just really cool,
super interesting.
And then you just walked back out, and then that we spent probably how many hours there just on those.
At least 2 to 3. 2-3 hours.
And we didn't even participate in any of the other hikes.
Or the zip lines. And because and all throughout the time, like when we were walking up towards the butterfly exhibit, like there's zip liners like coming
going over
right over us. Like, so they go everywhere throughout that, like the entire reserve, which was super cool, which is actually a lot bigger than what we're showing off.
Yeah, you could spend all day in there, especially if you're a family and you have children. There are so many activities that they have for them.
There's even a beach side. Remember, you can walk all the way down, and they have a private beach that comes with it as well that you can unfortunately we didn't go, so we don't have any footage of it. But there's a lot that comes with it. And so highly recommend going there. There's a restaurant there if you get hungry halfway.
You can stay all day. Truly, you could spend 5-6 hours in there and spend all day.
And depending how much you truly love, either identifying plants or bird watching or nature in general, that's I think why there's so many hotels and guest houses around the nature preserve, because it is a tourist attraction for a reason, and it's one of the most well-known. Where you hop off of the dock, everyone's like, "Hola, where are you going?" Nature Reserve, Natural, Reserva. And we're like, how did you know?
How did you know? Yes, please.
So exactly. It's super easy to find. It's super easy to get there. And it's not too far away, and you just really feel like you leave the hustle and bustle that is the chicken buses going by, the tuk-tuks, and the loud noise. The amazingness of Panajachel, but to get outside into the silence, where we're at right now, is it's
a real taste of Guatemala from its roots. You're really getting a look at what the country, the biodiversity that exists here, and that is so beautiful, and that there's so much of it. And
oh my gosh.
If you just stay inside of these small towns, which are beautiful in themselves, but it's good to reconnect with your environment and see what amazing things exist around you.
In our last video, we talked about, we stayed one night in San Marcos in one of the most amazing Airbnbs we've ever stayed at. But there was so much hiking we could have done there to some of the craziest things, little insects that are hunting tarantulas. And they
only live in that region.
And that's super cool. And that's only here. So definitely check out the nature part and the reserve here around Panajachel.
Very, very beautiful place.
Yeah, really cool.
But after being there for 3 hours,
got a little hungry.
We got hungry.
And we wanted to check out a pupusa bar.
Pupusaria? Is
that a pupusaria.
A pupusaria.
Yeah.
So if you don't know what a pupusa is, it is a tortilla dough that they've layered cheese and beans and just about anything else you could possibly want on anything. And they wrap it again with tortilla dough, and then they skillet fry them, or fry them up on the skillet, and then they come out kind of crispy and melty and delicious. And you can order them just with like I said, just with about anything. And these things are fan-freaking-tastic.
Yeah, so we went to Cheros Bar, and
Yeah.
apparently you said it was one of like the best, highest rated pupusas
Yeah,
in
it's
town.
it's got one of the most ratings in the highest ratings of
Yeah.
anything in town, and I've never had a pupusa, so I was interested in having
Yeah,
the
so
best.
super chill place,
Yeah.
you know, definitely no frills.
I got about the strongest drink I've ever had in my life.
It's like, it just looks like a little mom and pop shop that is serving up incredible pupusas. And like Grace said, I mean, her cocktail,
It was 3-4 vodka.
what was it? Did
It was
you get
just a vodka orange juice.
a
I
vodka
think.
orange
Yeah.
juice, and it tasted like
3-4.
someone just whispered, like, oh, juice. It was all vodka.
Woo!
It was a generous pour.
Yeah, so they're not messing around.
Yeah, so definitely check out Cheros Bar for sure. We were the first ones there when we arrived, and then it started getting more busy as we were there,
Mhm.
and just street watching. And this little boxer mixed dog,
Oh, yeah, she
like,
was so cute.
she came up and was like checking out our
pupusas.
it sounds naughty, doesn't it?
sounds
As English speakers, it sounds a wee
Pupusa.
bit naughty. So this is definitely PG-13.
Yeah,
episode.
sorry guys.
So we just went back to the dock, jumped in a lancha, and headed back to San Pedro to the Mango Man.
Yeah, so that was pretty much our adventure.
Yeah, it was super fun. I mean, it's definitely worth, if you have the time and you love nature,
Yeah.
and you're in Panajachel, I mean, and you don't have enough time to like get proper into the mountains around Lake Atitlán, it is a great like quick stopover to get your nature fix.
Absolutely. Or again, if you have a family and you want to get a nature fix, but also be around your children and spend all day somewhere, what a great place to go.
Yeah, on the beach or up in the mountains on the hanging
Yeah.
bridge, and like zip lining if that's your thing. Like
Mhm.
they have a ton, and again, monkeys running around, usually dogs running around, and it's just absolutely beautiful with their own restaurant there.
So we couldn't recommend it more. We were really grateful we were able to take
Yeah.
the opportunity to go and to enjoy it. We had such a great time. We're just really grateful to be able to support every business we can on the lake. And
Yeah.
we're just really enjoying finding these little things to do and meeting new people. And it's been really fun, and we're really grateful for it.
And that's what we're trying to do, is just showcase, you know, the local businesses around Guatemala. I said a little bit about it before, but you know, just we're trying to just really get involved with the community here, really showcase the beauty that it has with the people
Mhm.
and the culture, and just you know, the natural landscapes that Guatemala has is something crazy to a couple small town Ohio kids that
So
come
beautiful.
from just, you know, everything's flat around us, and we're
Cornfields.
corn and cows, and we're hanging out here in some of the most beautiful
Lush.
terrain, lush,
Yeah.
mountainous,
Incredible environment.
incredible beauty that like I've ever seen before. And so we get humbled every single day, and we're just trying to showcase that a little bit, because you know, Guatemala is more than a headline, and every country is more than a headline, and we're just trying to, you know, make sure Guatemala gets the respect and the love it deserves. So, and we want everyone that has the means to visit
To visit.
to come.
If you can, because this is really just quite a special place. Everybody we've talked to who comes here, it's just like there's just something about Guatemala, and
It's
they're
named like
just-
the most underrated country for travelers, like,
Yeah.
you know, for a reason, because of just how magical it is in every way, from
Yeah.
the beaches to the Caribbean side to the mountains in between and the lakes, and you
the
know,
culture and the history and the people.
yeah, I was just describing just the natural
Yeah,
beauty, but
I know, but
there's
you could go on and
oh
on
my
and on.
gosh, this could be a hour-long video of just our favorite things in Guatemala.
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
Which is
We have
definitely-
one of those,
it's going to be coming
actually.
for sure. But
Yeah.
yeah. So anyway, but thank you guys so much for watching. So happy you're here.
We appreciate you guys so much. If you need to get a hold of us, you know where to do that. It's in the comment section. Please like, subscribe, and send this video to someone you think would enjoy it. And also, don't forget to check us out on Instagram and also TikTok. And of course, you know, thank you guys for being here. Yeah, that's it.
Wow, good job.
Thank you so much. I practiced in the mirror.
All right, I'll see you guys the next time.
See you guys.
See ya.
Bye.
I think Mango needs to go upstairs. I know. I
He's-
want him to like be.
Stop that.
I want him to like playfully interrupt. I don't want him to be like.
Barking at us. Mango, come here. Come here.
He lost his cameo moment.
Gone.
That's gone. Adios, Mango. Back to the United States.
Oh my gosh, please.